Hey everyone, welcome back. You are on the channel for Soap Mama, and today I am going to go over some reasons that people or excuses that people have for not starting their own business. So I hope you stay tuned, and let's start with part one of a series of 5 reasons why people make excuses to not start their own business. So, first of all, everyone has a dream. Almost everyone has a dream of someday owning their own business. But most of the people don't know where to start. So that's where this video comes into play. If you are considering starting your own business and you're not sure where to begin, please keep watching. A little background on why I am making this video. Disclaimer, I have never taken any marketing courses and I do not have a degree in marketing. This is all information learned firsthand with real life experience on several types of businesses. In this video series, I am going to give you 5 reasons to act on your life goals and dreams and to stop making excuses. Before I get started, I wanted to tell you what mistakes I have made and how I learned from them. First, just setting up a web page or a Facebook page or YouTube video, Instagram, whatever social media you have chosen to provide content to your customers is not enough. You must do more than that. I have owned and operated a small ice cream shop in the past, all while working another job. Yes, that's right. It can be done. It is possible. It's not easy, but it is possible. Now, with full disclosure, I did have 3 other partners who helped work at the ice cream shop, but I had the full responsibility of the marketing, the accounts payable, the shopping, the purchasing, the receivables, the stocking, the pricing, the banking, the payroll. You get the idea. Well, here's how I did it. I lived, I ate, I slept, and I breathed this business. My family went by the wayside. If my kids wanted to see me, they had to come to the ice cream shop, and usually I would put them to work while they were there. I missed out on a lot of things. However, I gained so much from that experience. The people that I met and the information, the experience, the knowledge that I learned was invaluable. So here's how it started. One day, a friend and I were talking, and we had both had a dream of opening a small business in our little hometown that reflected on our memories of growing up. He and I were both go-getters and not followers. One day, out of the blue, he said, well, do some research, figure out what you want to do, and let's do it. And I said, are you serious? And he said, sure, why not? So I started looking, trying to figure out what business I wanted to open up. Now, I was right there where you're at now, trying to figure out what do I want to do. Here I am with a chance to open a business. Somebody is giving me an open canvas, and I don't know what I want to do. So I'm Googling and I'm researching, and I decide, hey, this sounds fun. This sounds easy. Let's do an ice cream shop. When we were younger, there was an ice cream shop in our hometown that we both had fond memories of. And that's what we wanted to replicate. We wanted to create that for the kids growing up nowadays. So I called him, said, okay, this is what I want to do. Gave him all the facts, and he said, okay, let's do it. And that's how that journey began. So, most people would have probably just said, no, it's too hard. But instead, I had him pushing me, and I was excited. So we conjured up a meeting with our spouses and we kind of talked them into it and they got on board. And so two couples went into this venture together. Now, a lot of people will make 5 different excuses or more. One of the excuses is going to be what we're talking about today. I have no idea what I want to do, but I want to do something for whatever reason. Many people want to have their own business because they don't want to work for somebody else. Many people just have a dream and a passion that they want to do something. So if you're at that point where you want to do something, but you don't know what that something is, that's what this video is about today. Sometimes people say, well, I don't have the money, or I have bad credit. I can't get a small business loan. Some people just say they don't really have the time, but they still want to have a business, but they don't have the full-time time to put into it. And then others just, again, don't really know what they're doing, or what they want to do. So that's what we're talking about today. All of these are legit excuses, very legitimate excuses, but it depends on what you want to do with your life, if you want to fulfill that dream, or if you want to just keep making excuses. When you fulfill that dream, all that does is open up more adventures and more avenues for even bigger dreams. So the dreaming never ends, it just changes. So let's dive right in. You want to have a business, but you have no idea what you want to do. Okay, great. The first step, you want to do something, but you don't want to know. So let's break this down. Not everyone can just create a name, set up an LLC, corporation, or S Corp, and now you're in business. It doesn't work that way. Yes, that's the first step, but there's many more to that. You first need to know what type of business you're going to do, then name it, and so on. You want to be passionate about your business. Making money is important, but being passionate about your own business is way more important, and then the money will come in after that. If you're not passionate about your business, don't do it, because it's not going to last. You're going to be exhausted, you're going to give up, and it's not going to work, and then you're going to have wasted all that time and money and effort. So be passionate about whatever you decide to do. Whether your business is going to be product related, service oriented, or online sales and service. So again, let's take this in 3 steps. A brick and mortar store, that is a retail or type of business that you actually have a location, you have open hours, you might have employees. You need to ask yourself, do I like speaking to people? Do I like customer service? Do I like being in the public? If so, a brick and mortar store might be a good thing for you. You also want to ask yourself, how much time do I have to devote to this? Is this going to be a full-time thing? Or do I have the money to back me to start out right away with employees? If you do not like being upfront and personal, upfront and center with people, you don't want to talk to vendors, bankers, customers, then a brick and mortar store is definitely not for you, because even if you have employees, you're the owner, you're the one that needs to talk to the people to help run the business. If you have complaints or issues, you need to talk to customers, be able to resolve issues. So again, if you are not a people person, just right now, cross a brick and mortar store off your list. Number 2, a home-based online product sales type of business. So take into consideration, if you're not a people person, you can completely do this type of business behind the scenes, all online, without really ever speaking or seeing another person, for the most part. But you need to make sure that you are tech savvy. If you're not tech savvy, then again, this is not going to be a good business for you. So you're going to want to need to research that. This type of business would be something where maybe you make a craft or you make and sell DIY items, projects, whatever it is that you do and make and sell. You could sell on Mercury, Etsy, Amazon, online on social media accounts, all types of different ways to set that up. You can have Facebook, online parties, and this is a good business to do if you're not really into one-on-one with others. The third type of business we're going to talk about today would be an online service. Maybe you just love to write, create, teach, educate, but not talk in person. You could do something like medical transcription or provide a service such as proofreading, writing resumes. You could promote your service via online and make videos to teach others a skill or a trade, or to show them how to do a DIY craft or home improvement project. This would be an online service project. Now, what I want you to do is take all three of these steps that I have described, think about each one, and answer yes or no to each one of those. If you answer no, just cross them off and forget them. If you answer yes, then I want you to look further and ask yourself exactly what you would do to make, sell, or teach. What service would you provide? What product are you going to make and sell? What is it, again, that you want to do now that you've established which type of service or business that you need to have, or that for you need to provide, brick and mortar, online sales, or online service. You've established that now with your yes and no's. You need to decide what that item or service is going to be. There's going to be three things that you need when deciding the type of business and the matter in which you are interested in having a business. Every single type of business requires your personal time and effort. Every business, even if it's a hobby, and you turn it into a business, it requires your time and effort. Each one, however, will depend on the specifics of the type of business. Obviously, a brick and mortar will take the most and encompass the most of your time. If you have the means for the employees, you still have to be there. The online sales and service will require your time to market, gain customers, do the actual service you offer, and make the item you wish to sell. Shipping, delivering, packaging, invoicing, etc. So think hard on the time that you have to devote in making your own business. I hope this video has helped with the first step of overcoming what type of business you would like to have. If you like this video, please click the like button and get the notifications for future videos for overcoming excuses 2 through 5. Tap the subscription button and click all notifications to see more information from Soap Mama. Remember to always live a clean life and be true to yourself.